Welcome to the Aquaspresso Coffee Academy, and today I'm going to be talking about why we intensely dislike rent-to-own structures. So number one reason why I dislike rent-to-own structures is, firstly, let's define a rent-to-own. A rent-to-own means instead of buying a coffee machine once off, or instead of paying a monthly amount for the maintenance and servicing or rental of the machine, you have a predetermined term of the coffee machine after which you now own that machine. So instead of buying a machine for 20,000 Rand, you pay 1,000 Rand for 24 months, and at the end of those 24 months, you now own that machine. Now, why I typically don't like it is that most rent-to-owns come with a maintenance or service plan within the rent-to-own term. So for the first 2 years, no problem. Something goes wrong, you're sorted. You phone the company you got the machine from, they come and fix it for you, perfect. The problem comes in after that period. And this is where coffee machines usually play up. So you essentially paid a premium to get a maintenance or service plan, but after the term, your maintenance and service plan has gone away, and that's when you most need it. So number one reason why I dislike maintenance or rent-to-own plans is that all your servicing which you've paid for disappears when you most need it. Second reason I don't like rent-to-own structures is rent-to-own structures are incredibly rigid. It's essentially identical to buying a machine. Let's say you go through a rent-to-own structure and your needs change. 6 months down the line, you get more staff members, or 6 months down the line, you get less staff members, and that coffee machine's no longer right for you. You can't do anything about it. You've essentially bought that machine over an extended term. That's it. Second thing is that if you have now that machine which you've bought, and over time you want to upgrade because coffee machines go out of fashion quickly, again, same problem, you're stuck with that machine. Whereas in a normal rental structure, you have all that flexibility available to you. You can change it any time. There's just so many options still open to you. And lastly, why I do not like rent-to-own structures is it just costs you more in the long run, right? Instead of buying a machine for 20,000 Rand, you now have to spend 24,000 Rand in this example to own that machine. So you might say, okay, great, but what if we can't afford a machine? Well, if you can't afford a machine, almost always a straight rental is a better route to go. And why is a straight rental, not a rent-to-own, a better route to go? Well, because most rentals work on what they call a discounted rental basis, which means because you're buying coffee from the company, you'll get super low rentals. So instead of in 2 years, you're spending 24,000 Rand on rentals, you'll spend somewhere like 5,000 or 6,000 Rand on rentals because you'll be spending a certain amount of money with the company for their coffee, and through that, they'll discount your rental rate. And that's where rental almost always makes more sense than rent-to-own structures. Hope that helps. Hope that lets you choose the right machine for you in the right structure. Good luck.